You can build an incredible home library for free. I got all of this for free this week. I'm going to tell you how to do it, so stick around. These are the readers I got for free, the chapter books I got for free. I'm actually going to start with the history category. And as I flip through, I'm going to explain to you how I got these. Many homeschool parents are afraid that their kids won't have the same fun public school opportunities and memories that they had when they were growing up, but that's really not true. Homeschool kids are allowed to participate in tons of events with the public school, like the book fair. So when I saw that that was going on, I grabbed my son and I took him to the book fair, and I had no idea what I was getting in for. When we showed up at the book fair, I was kind of disappointed because it was a lot of twaddle, you might say. And we got a couple readers, but as we were headed out, the librarian said, there's 2 carts full of books that we're getting rid of. If you would be interested in taking any of them, go for it. Oh my goodness, this is what it was. It was mostly all nonfiction. And the reason is because they're weeding through their books. And public schools do this at the end of the school year. This is something you need to hear. Public schools have to get rid of a ton at the end of the school year. They have to make room for more that is coming in. They do share a lot of their resources. A lot of these things that I got from this school actually came from another school asking if this school needed any of them, but their shelves are full and they need to make room for more inventory. This doesn't just happen in the library. This happens with printer paper, PowerPoint push carts, wood from shop class. It's really incredible how much the school ends up discarding. So you can get your hands on quite a bit of that. Well, I was talking to the librarian explaining how amazing this is. As a homeschooler, to get these resources, like this usually would cost me so much money. And she had just never considered it. So I asked, well, the books that I'm not taking, I think other homeschoolers would really like to see these. Would it be okay if I could come back and get them? And she said, for sure, because librarians love books and they want to share these resources. They don't want to see books end up in the dumpster, but after they've offered them to the students, to the classrooms, to other schools, a lot of places like Goodwill and other thrift stores don't want more books. They have lots of books too. So they are so happy to see people come and pick up these books. Some of these books I even have in my online shopping carts to get. So it's so cool to see them here. So what you have to do is call your local public school library and just ask, are you getting rid of any books this year? I'm a homeschooler. I would love to go through them or share them with the homeschool community. I really think that they would be happy to share their resources with you. So that's it for the history and science portion. Now let's take a look at the readers that I got. I have 10 readers that are all priced with $3.99 on the back, so $4. And if I was to actually pay that $4, that's $40 right here in readers. And they're all my son's age that we're looking for level 3 and 4 readers. So this is great to have on hand. Hurricanes, Civil War ships, Secrets of Mummies, Hidden Armies, Days of the Night, Micro Monsters, Crime Busters, Space Station, Pirates, Flying Ace. Yes, please. If you recognize any of those books and can tell me if you recommend them or maybe don't recommend them, let me know in the comments down below. And as we move on to the chapter books, again, I haven't read these books. I've looked some of them up, but tell me what you know. If there's something that I definitely need to read, please tell us in the comments. If there's some that I should skip over, again, please tell me in the comments. There were 3 Beverly Cleary books on Ramona and Beezus. Now, these ones look outdated, so I'm actually kind of suspecting that maybe they have updated versions of these books that they are using, but they just have to pass on some of the older looking ones that the kids aren't going to pick up. All right, chapter books. This is Wintering by William Durbin, and it's actually signed by the author on the inside to the public school. If you've read The Sign of the Beaver, I think this would be very similar to a carry-on of that. It's about a 14-year-old boy who has to learn to survive through the winter, and I think some Native American friends end up helping him learn how to do that. When Hitler Stole Pink Rabbit, this is about a girl and her family trying to escape Hitler, and they become refugees in surrounding countries, having to learn different languages. It sounds like a good one for the future. The Year of Miss Agnes takes place in Alaska, and the back cover of it says, "Strongly and simply told, this is the ideal story for readers too young for the survival adventures of Gary Polson and Jean George," which Gary Polson's the author of Hatchet. I want my boys to read that at some point, but we're not there yet. So I'm very interested to do this as a read aloud and see what it's all about. Children of the Longhouse looks like a good book for talking about telling the truth even when it's hard and it might bring difficulty to your life. One of the things we want to do as homeschoolers is allow our kids to experience hardships through writings and making right choices through writings so that they don't actually have to experience them themselves to learn the lesson, or so that they can learn the lesson before a situation happens. So I'm really excited to check this one out further. What do you think? Have you read this one? The Secret School is a story about a young girl who ends up becoming the teacher in Colorado to this like maybe one room schoolhouse, and it's a secret for some reason. I don't really know anything else about it, but it does sound interesting. And then Extra Credit is about a girl who becomes pen pals with a boy from Afghanistan, and they start corresponding. If you have seen my other channel at all, Bear Hill Adventures, then you know that I am very into exposing my kids to other cultures and learning about different countries, so I think this one might be right up my alley. So to conclude the story, I got home and got a phone call from the high school. The high school librarian had found out that I was a homeschooler and asked if I wanted to come see their resources. So in my next video, I'm going to be sharing that haul and taking you along with me actually to look through those books. I'll post that video right here, but until then, here's another video of free resources that you can get for your homeschool, so make sure to subscribe and check it out.